Hello and welcome to A Reseller's Life. My name is Chris. Thank you so much for joining me. In this episode, I'm going to ask you guys if what I'm currently doing myself would be worth it to you. And let me know in your comment section below. I'm kind of looking for some inspiration on whether or not this is even worth it. Is reselling even worth it? Let me give you guys the scenario. So on one end, I was doing everything by myself. Working never less than 40 hours a week. At the time, I wasn't married, no kids, no responsibilities. So averaging on a bad month, 10 sales per day. So right around $5,000 to $6,000 net profit on around $15,000 to $18,000 in sales. Contrast that to last month, I got married, I was very busy. I worked in my business less than 10 hours a week. We did $36,000 in sales. And at the end, after paying everybody and all the dust settling, I made $5,500. So exactly the same amount of money, but I only worked in my business less than 10 hours a week. So what do you think? Is that worth it or not? Now, this is the point of my video, which is the amount that you get paid is not related to the amount of effort that you make. It's related to the amount of value you produce to the market. So you could actually be very lazy and just have 10,000 units of something super hot. Like if you had this Supreme hat, right, which retails for 42 pounds. I actually got this when I was in London. It retails for 42 pounds. If you bought 10,000 of these at $5 each, could you sell all 10,000 for $20? Guaranteed. Okay, with this strong of a brand, you're selling it at half of retail. Of course, you're gonna pump through those units super quick. Did it take that much effort to do one listing with that many quantity? Not really. So right now, I feel like a lot of people are salty because they're putting in a lot of work and not necessarily getting out a lot of return. And that's totally understandable because you like to feel like the amount that you work equals how much that you make. But the reality is, if you listed this pair of shoes, which is a Florsheim loafer, it's in average condition, right? It's got a little bit of wear on it. You could work really hard to take perfect photographs, describe every single defect, and still not get $20 for it because it's the wrong size. You could come back, you could get returned. There's all these issues required. You put in a lot of work, but didn't necessarily make a lot of money. And even if you got the item for free, the market on that shoe might only be 20 to 30 bucks before shipping, marketing, packaging, and the mental real estate it takes to actually list that item. So is it worth it? Would you guys rather do everything yourself, only rely on yourself, have no one else to blame, and earn $5,000 a month? Or would you rather have a small team, not do that much, and earn $5,500 a month? In my opinion, the $5,500 a month with a 4-person team is not really that worth it. It's okay. And that's to give you guys an idea of the productivity of those people. It's 15 listings in 4 hours. Sorry for the noise. Not something very crazy as far as productivity. 15 listings on average in 4 hours. Listing, shipping, price matching, cleaning, all that stuff all put together. It's only averaging 15 items every 4 hours. It's not like a crazy pace. They're not working in a sweatshop. It's just very relaxing work. And $5,500 a month to me, if I were to look at how much work this is, I'm not really entirely sure that it's worth it. That's why I recommend that you guys really just put in 20 to 40 hours a week into your side hustle, maybe 20 hours or less. Let's just put it right at 20 hours. I recommend 20 hours on your side hustle. Try to earn 2 to 5 grand and call it a day. There's diminishing returns in reselling because wherever you are, whether you're sourcing online to get stuff or you are driving around looking for goods, there's a limitation to your time. And you're also gonna suffer from something what I call decision fatigue. Meaning you can only look through so many deals before you get super exhausted and you need a burrito and a margarita because you're just burnt from looking through all these deals. That's what reselling is. It's just looking at different products and determining what's this product worth, how much does the market think it's worth, can I get it for less and make that into a deal, right? Over and over again. And the more categories you sell in, the more exhausting that is, right? Because you've got to switch from vinyl records to kettles to cast iron pots to Furbies to printers. Your brain is going all over the place. And that's super exhausting. One thing you can do to maximize your energy and make your reselling better is to just focus on 1 or 2 categories. really focus down the decision. If you only sold the iPhone 6 and that's it, you could probably make a six-figure living. There's that many of them in the market. There's millions of them, right? You could just focus on one phone. You could narrow it down to just that specific and know down to the T, down to the cent, oh, I can buy it for $85 and flip it for 101. When you're really confident with your market, you can deal with really small margins. The only reason that you need huge margins is if you're scared and you don't really understand the market. You'll take a chance. You see that all the time. You see a store of all items that someone took a chance on. I got this rare Tommy Bahama cigar case, and it's like there are none on eBay, right? And so you're like, I'll just get it for 50 cents at this garage sale. I'm gonna list it for using the pull out of the air method, I'm gonna list it for $64, right? And it might sell, right? But there's no sales history. You're just guessing what it might be worth. That's exhausting, okay? There's a mental toll that you're paying to do that. It's also gonna take you time to research it, describe it properly, and say, this is made of fine teak wood. It's one of a kind. You'll be the talk of the town. If you use this, you just elevated your gentleman status by 4 points. You've got to write something to get that to actually sell. You got a keyword, price it properly to make it work. Versus, to give you guys an idea of what I would like to do is I want to shrink this inventory down and get rid of this $2,500 cost for contractors. Reduce that down. That's a lot. I'm in California, so rent here for 600 square feet, I've got it down to 1,000. Okay, so that's still expensive. That's still $1,000. I could do it potentially out of a garage, which is what I was doing before. 600 square feet is about the size of a 2-car garage. Actually, no, I'm sorry, it's not. It's the size of a 3-car garage, which is what I had before. So depending on where you live, the rent might be cheaper. Also, minimum wage here is $15. So you guys might be able to pay a little bit less. And then depending on your sourcing, maybe you don't have to pay 1/3 of the cost. So it just depends on where you are. But I just want to, find out from you guys. Is it worth it? Would you rather work 40 hours a week and make $5 grand on the low end, or would you rather work 10 hours a week and make the same? Is it fair? Is it fair that I can just do 10 hours a week when another person's working their butt off 60 and we earn the same? Is it fair? Does the market care if it's fair? One more thought here, because I think this is really important. I've been thinking a lot about what I want to do. Do I want to move out of California? And it just comes down to basically 3 things. There is money. So making as much money as possible is really just about understanding the market that you're in and delivering value. You don't get paid on effort, you get paid on value, value, value. People want Supreme. If you offer discount Supreme, it's gonna sell like crazy. If you offer Florsheim, not as desirable. Literally the exact same shoe, if it says Salvatore Ferragamo or Gucci, the same shoe would be worth 4 to 10 times more, right? So the market determines which product is valuable, right? So earning money is based on your value to the market. Now, happiness is based on the value you give yourself. Okay, so like for example, if you like eating toast and coffee in the morning and you make it for yourself, you're delivering value to yourself, you're going to be very happy. If you enjoy building a system, that might make you happy. Do you enjoy hiring people? Do you enjoy doing all the work yourself like a craftsman? That's happiness, serving yourself. Money is serving the market. Now there's the final ticket, which is fulfillment, which is, in my opinion, serving the people that you love. Okay, and that's usually for most people, their family, their wife, their kids, their parents, uncles, whatever. Your family, serving them is fulfilling. Also, you may want to serve a specific audience. For me, my family really consists of just my brother and my wife. I don't have any extended family that I really hang out with. So it's just 2 people. So I actually have more love than that. So I'm looking for different communities. I love serving the reselling community. I love serving the people who want to earn a side hustle a little bit more, actually, to be honest. I like serving people who have a regular job more than people who just resell full-time, because it's easier to help people with a little bit more capital. If you have a full-time income already and you're trying to earn money on the side, you have some money to buy inventory. But if you're starting from scratch or you're living in your car, I want to help you, but it's just harder because you have less inventory to buy. And each time you sell something, there's more bills like your space, your electricity. It's just very difficult to only live on reselling income. That's why, being honest with you guys, I really don't think you should do it full time. I will never advise that. I think the sacrifice is too great versus getting a job. I personally think getting a profession, I need to be more clear on that. I don't think jobs are great. I think professions are great. So if you can become in the top 20% of your profession, you're going to earn a decent living, usually over $70,000 a year, and you can put 20% away, become a millionaire if you live relatively frugally. Not even that frugally. You can spend 50 of the 70. Part of that is tax, but just save $14,000 a year during your working life, still have $1 million. So I recommend not reselling full time because of the crazy toll it takes on you. I recommend you just do it again, part time. If you enjoy this, guys, this episode is sponsored by my reseller field guide. I can show you how to do this. Earning between $500 and $2,000 a month is relatively easy. If you do want to do it full time, I know how to do that. I know how to hire people. I know what you need to do to get it done. That guide is $35. It's in the description below using code YouTube. I appreciate you guys' time. Let me know if you have any questions. Email me at chris@dailyrefinement.com. Take care.